number 9 breakfast. Giving my ketchup. Alright guys, so I'm going to be starting off melting down the wax. And I'm going to load this up with wax right here. It's going to be some of the wax I rendered down, some of the wax I already had rendered down from the roasting pan. Because this is, and Bruce breaks it up for me. He broke up a whole lot. So I've got to get all the molds out. So all the molds are over here, down to the bottom shelf. So my mind is not right because my aunt is struggling. They found tons of blood clots everywhere, and she's got several in the lungs, and they're trying to find a hospital for her to go to because they said they're just Norfolk General said they couldn't take her, which it's like Centera General now or something, Centera Norfolk General, and Chesapeake General said they would take her, but they had the hospital had to confirm that the doctor said he would take her or whatever. So I'm just like, Bruce has been looking for a plane ticket for me. And my son Colton, who's 22, he's been there after working at work, and he's been there, and he leaves at 3 o'clock in the morning because he drives into the shipyard. He's been there all day and night, and they're trying to transfer now up to the ICU unit. So I'm just keeping you guys posted on it. But my mind is not focused right now at all. It's like I can't even just think. I don't know, it's weird. But we're going to get this melted down. Now, you can put the top. I'm sorry to keep going on because I know nobody else wants to hear it. But the top here, if you use the top, it can create condensation, and the condensation can fill into your wax. And then you have little pockets. It's like when we were kids and we did like the ice molds with the wax. It would be the same thing. It creates like a little hole or something where the water is because it does not mix. So I usually just try to keep the lid open and don't have it and I usually put it on 375, but it's not technically 375 in there. So and once my wax all melts and I have nothing left in the bottom, and I usually use these sticks and a real like a hog's hairbrush, because it's able to take the heat, and I make sure there's nothing left in the bottom. Then I will pour the molds, because if you leave anything in the bottom, it creates air, and then you can have an air pocket in your mold. The deli sheets down, so where I'm going to pour at, I have a box with all my stuff in it so that I don't have to search for it or anything. So I've even got the scissors, I've got all the pieces I need for my molds, the different sizes of wicks, and the needles that I use. So, and then the rubber bands if I need more rubber bands. And then this is all my scrap because I use that for fire starters. And those are all my clips. Alright, we're still boiling. So I've checked with my stick here, there's still wax down at the bottom that hasn't melted. So in the meantime, I get all my candles ready. I've already got the one over here ready, and you just want to make sure you line up your candle mold so that it doesn't separate, and that way it's even when it comes out of the mold. And you want to make sure you have all your rubber bands and they're tight. And you always want to use the wick based on your mold. So anything over 3 inches is, or the size of it, something like the honey pot is basically 3 inches. Not even 3 inches, but it uses the big 660 wick. So this was the 2.0 or 2-aught. I don't know exactly what way you want to say it, but that's what I do. Is I write everything with a regular Sharpie pen on the bottom, the mold number, And then that way I know what it is. And you always want to store your molds upside down because you don't want any dust to get in them. I've been literally running from one side of the cabin to the other side of the cabin. I've got sap on the stove right over there in the pot, and I'm pouring right here with the jar already done. And now this one in my filter is kind of stopped up. I do have another filter, but what I do is I usually just move it around to a better spot where it's not so stopped up. But I just wanted to show you. I'll prop you guys right there so you can see the process here. I went and got another filter, already washed the other one. Just see, what I have to watch is how much it gets into that funnel. What the heck? I can't. There. And the hotter it is, when you pour it, the faster it'll pour. But then once it starts to cool down, it gets thicker and it gets really slow. What was that? Whew. So look, right now this is gonna definitely be 2 quarts and probably a little piece of something. And I just sit it right back on the burner to keep it hot where it was, even though the burner isn't on, but the burner area is still hot. So, it's beautiful. And this is that 1776 jar with the flag on it. It's turned back up. Look at that, beautiful. Woo, it looks so good. I'm gonna let this one drip a while Rosie cries to go back out. It's so beautiful out. These candles are poured, and I'll redo these later on tonight. But right now we are going to the greenhouse. Finally made it to the greenhouse. Starting to do my transplants right now. Woohoo, and it feels so good out here. I bet it's at least 100 degrees. To show you the cold frame. Look at that. 90 degrees inside here today, and it's not even dug in. We're going to do this today, hopefully, once we collect the sap. Oh, there's where the corn and pumpkins will go this year. We're getting the cups for the garden. I'm so tired. I didn't mean to say the garden cups. The planting cups, not the garden cups. Gosh. Brought a lot of containers today, and just look around. It's gonna be a busy afternoon. You can even see, look at that one, you can see the sap in it right there, just leaning out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you won't believe it. Right now we have 5 of them 5-gallon buckets. Yeah, 5 are already full, and we didn't even bring 6, I don't think. So, and we haven't even been down over there on that side. Whew. That's what I say, when 2 weeks is long enough. But you gotta get it while you can, and you're able. tapped yesterday and look, full. So it's exciting to just get over here and see what's in the rest of them. It's 6 buckets. And we still haven't even got the ones on the path or the ones on the hill. The other hill over here. Welcome to the mud.
Hopefully by the
Take a look around.
Yeah, hopefully by the time we get the gator fixed, we'll be up to 10 bucks today.
Oh my God. Oh. We're all set. Nice and hot. Feels good. Alright. Can you believe that? We haven't even finished and we got 6.
This is how it was before. We'd fill the whole back of the gator up and have to go back.
Yeah, well, there was a difference too. The difference was we burned all day and night.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so there's the tacos that we're having tonight. I put in onions, and Bruce cut them all up, and we got the freeze-dried garlic, freeze-dried jalapenos, and what little... Anyways, then there's some jalapenos that we cut up, or Bruce cut up, and tomatoes, to some of my red onions that I've got to use up. It's a little bit of lettuce, and then the whole thing of cheese I cut the other night. And then I brought up the hot hatch, and I brought up taco sauce. And then we have a little bit of salsa left. So we're gonna eat good.
What do you know, girl? I'm tired.
Good morning.
Okay, today we are cooking with Number 9 Farms, and we're going to show you how easy it is to make dinner. So easy a ledger can do it. Okay, dump in the chicken without touching it. Perfect. All right, I'll take that.
How much?
Go ahead and dump that on. Oh, let's see it first. Show everybody what we're cooking with today. All right. Now go ahead, dump it right on that chicken. Don't touch the chicken though if you can. Now we're using. All right, shake it up. All right, and now turn that crock pot to low. Do you know where low is? Perfect. Put the lid on. And then we will make some noodles and have dinner tonight. Thanks, Ledger.